Gigi Berardi reading FoodWISE tonight in the FoodWISE shopping section of my book, but asking the question, is it sustainable? Here again comes the question of organic. As we saw in part one, organic isn't always the best option. The Environmental Working Group's famous Dirty Dozen list is helpful in terms of figuring out what produce you should prioritize to buy organic, which foods, if farmed conventionally, involve the most harmful growing practices and which don't. I buy organic strawberries, spinach, and apples, but when it comes to avocados, I have to stop, think, then act. Avocados are not on the dirty list. In fact, they're on the working group's clean list because such a small amount of chemicals are used to grow these tough-skinned fruits. But I still want to know where they're coming from. If from Mexico's Michoacan state, where investigative journalism reports have raised questions about deforestation and pesticide poisonings, then I might look for an organic label or other certification. Now, let me just say that the Environmental Working Group's famous Dirty Dozen and Clean List is not without controversy, and I myself put together a Q&A on this for an article for a magazine that didn't use the material. So I will share that. It's an update from when I wrote FoodWISE, how they put the list together. And I think it's important for us to know. I know this is not getting into sustainable, it's getting into informed. But the WISE kind of like overcross. And so I'll share more about that. I'm thinking actually of a newsletter or some other information for you after we're finished reading FoodWISE. We're winding down, and that kind of information on the Environmental Working Group might be in there, but the image is of organic potatoes.